I don't know where my camera is. Hmm. I can't see myself though. I don't know why. Camera should be working. Hmm. Hello?
Is that you, Justin?
Yeah, my camera's not working though. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So you got my email. That's good.
I'm going to tell everybody else to check their emails.
I don't know why my camera's not working. Trying to figure that out. And who is this again? Is this
Tessa.
Tessa? Okay.
Do you have the chat, the text message thread that everybody's texting to?
Yeah, I'm the 7141.
Susan's not on. I just mean, do you have it with you? Are you looking at it? Because Susan is saying something, but I don't see her on here. Is she talking about the other one?
Yeah, maybe she's talking about the other one. Let's see.
Did you get an email an email for John?
I don't know. No, not for John and not for Kelly. Just for, I don't know, this other one, Susan, I guess.
Yeah. So how did you do this?
I took a lot of trying to remember how I did before. Let's see real fast. I just went to live streaming. I'm a creator studio, then live streaming, little arrow down button, and then I click on events, and then I did, new live event in the corner, and then it just directed me to Google Hangouts, and just invited people.
All right.
So it's recording it.
Did you send an email? Oh yeah. Did you send an email to Susan?
I don't know her email. I could still add her.
She texted it. It's in the text.
Okay, hold on a sec.
Susabella.
Yeah, I think I did send it to Susan, yeah. I didn't send it to Kelly or John. I don't know. I think I can probably find it. Let's see. Might have been the wrong one.
She says she hasn't gotten it. Want to just make sure you spelled it all right?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's try again. Is it Susan Bella? Maybe she didn't put the N in there.
Susabella. Okay. I think that's what
she put. Yeah.
I can look on our group. So we have, I'm
gonna try sending it to Kelly. What's Kelly's email?
So Kelly is KRO 84001. That's not her Gmail though. You need a Gmail address, right?
I don't have her Gmail.
Right. So that's not this one. I have John.
Oh, it's John's.
John's is God bless.
God bless.
Yeah, SUN. Son, John, son. Hello? Yeah.
Gmail.com.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I was just trying to set up a meeting for it. Go ahead.
Oh, she's trippy way. Okay. Oh, just try sending it. Okay. Hey, Foresters 1. What the heck? Okay. Hi, Susan.
Oh, hey.
Can't
How
see
you
me
doing?
because
I hear you.
camera's not working.
Oh. Well, hi,
I
Justin.
don't know.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I'm glad you figured this out. Thank you.
I just remembered from like a year ago we had the same issue, and I was like, "What did we do to figure it out?"
Uh-huh.
I just tried to remember. I figured it out. I don't know.
Great. Wonderful. Well, thank you for that.
It looks like Tessa, she had to step out for a call, I think.
Let me turn you up because we can't hear you too well.
I got my camera.
Oh, there's somebody.
Sorry. Oh, we
Is
still
that Tessa?
Yes, I'm Tessa.
Hi, I'm Susan.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I actually remember watching your video.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So now we just need Kelly and John. Is that?
Yeah, I sent them one. I don't know if it'll work for Kelly because she doesn't have a Gmail, but it might. I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. Oh, there's Kelly.
Oh,
Oh, there she is. Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Yay.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't know
Hello.
what the difference is, why the other one didn't work, but
I don't know. John isn't here yet. I don't know where he is.
He doesn't ever answer the text messages on the
No.
text. So I don't know if he's not getting those or.
Not sure.
But Justin, did you send it to a Gmail address to him?
Yeah, I sent it to his Gmail.
Yeah, I don't know. Is somebody still on the other? Kelly, are you still on the other?
no, but I had a hard time closing that one out. It kept saying it was failing to stop the broadcast, but it finally said it was off air. So
Well, I wonder how to get a hold of John if he's not answering the text messages.
he did answer text and stuff, and he was chatting on the other site, and I don't know if
He recorded? Because aren't we supposed to record it and?
it'll automatically record. You know what we're doing right now is recording.
Oh, okay.
Should be anyway.
Justin, you have to fix your camera because I want to see your face.
I tried. I'm still trying. I don't know what the heck's going on.
I'm just talking to a big gray block.
You know what?
That's really what it look like. I'm just kidding. No.
Okay, so John's Gmail is the God bless.
No, that one never would go through when I would send that one.
Well,
There
so
was
when he
there was
texted, sorry, go ahead.
no, there was another one. If I can bring that up. His BYU address.
Right, but his BYU address I don't think will work for this. I think you have to have a Gmail.
Well,
Yeah, I think you.
Well, you got to have a Gmail set up, but Justin sent the link to my BYU address.
Oh, did he?
So
Yeah.
Well, so Justin, when I told you John's email address before, he said it was God bless son or soon, whatever, John's. And then when he texted it to us, it was just God bless soon or son John at Gmail without the last SUN on the end.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I used.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have no
I
idea.
found it on my email.
Yeah, when we were emailing each other, that didn't go through. His
He never responded.
I took my headphones off. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
yeah.
Do everybody's phone numbers? I could try to call him. We have to
Sure.
post that. Yeah, we did. I'm gonna try to call him.
Have you got his phone number?
Oh, he's
Yeah,
the
we-
6'2".
Yeah, it's the 626. He doesn't ever reply to any of those. But I'll try to call it.
I'm still trying to figure out my. No. No, it has a camera because I used it. Well,
I don't have John's number.
He's not answering.
maybe he doesn't want to do it.
So can we go? I wonder if we can get back on the other live chat and see if he's still there. Would that work?
Yeah, maybe.
Let me see.
I don't have that other
I
one.
still have it up. I did the stop broadcast thing, and now it's just a recording of what we were doing before. But there was chat going on, so
Still chat after.
and he was saying, "I'm here. I can't see anybody. The Kelly, and stuff on the chat." But
So what email did you try for him?
No. The God bless and then son John at gmail.com.
So try the one that he typed in on the sign up sheet is God bless son John son at gmail.com. So maybe try that
Another
one.
son. All right.
and see, that's the one I used. Would never go through.
Oh,
The one that was typed on the sheet.
Yeah, I don't know then. He's not answering the phone and he's not answering texts, so I wonder if he just gave up.
maybe. I don't
Or maybe he just didn't. I mean, maybe he just had to go because it is now 3:30. So
I'm looking at the chat right here, and he said his last thing that he said was, "Let me try to invite you to live stream again." So I wonder if he's trying to set up. I don't know why he wouldn't answer though.
Yeah, I don't have any invitations from him.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know. Do we just get started?
I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
I would agree, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, me either.
Maybe he'll just join us
I hope so.
eventually. So are we just supposed to go through the questions that we answered for the reading? That's all I really saw for us to do, and take the quiz.
I think so. I thought we were supposed to take the quiz together.
Right. I think if somebody has
Quizzes. There's a homework quiz and then there's a group meeting quiz. And so I thought there was.
You do the homework quiz by yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
You do the group meeting quiz. I think we do that one together.
I would agree.
Right.
Yeah.
We do.
But I think it also said that if anybody has questions about what we read, we can discuss it. So does anybody have any questions?
I'm always going to have questions for statistics. Oh my gosh.
The question I had, which I don't think needs to be answered right now because I feel like we'll probably go over it, was the P something. What was it called? I can't find it.
Oh, the p-value?
Yeah. Like figuring out what that is, that I don't know. I'm guessing we'll go over the mathematical equation later. Right? We need to know what that is right now.
I think it had to do with probability, but I don't even know what that means.
Well, right, I get what it is. I just don't, like, how do you do we need to know how you get it right now?
I don't know.
I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure I know what you're talking about with the p-value. A lot of what we were talking about in the thing was, what kind of studies there were and all that kind of thing.
Right, so that's what I mean. The only thing I didn't understand was when it was talking about the p-value, but I just don't know that we need, like, all of our questions on the homework assignment too, I've already done that.
Right.
It doesn't come up. So I'm guessing we don't need to talk about it because it doesn't go into the equation for it. It just kind of talks about what it is. So.
Okay, John just texted and said, he says, yes, I just see the texts.
I sent him the email. I don't know. Oh, he has problems with the smartphone, apparently.
So did your email go through to him, Justin?
Hi, John.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem. So, what is your Gmail address?
Yes, I did.
So GODBLESS SUNJOHN@gmail.com.
Does he have 3 S's or just 2?
So, and it's 3 S's, right? All the words are spelled out totally. Okay, so Justin's gonna send you an invitation, and you should just be able to click on it and then join in.
So it's God. Oops, God. It's all spelled out.
Justin has it all set up. Like, we can all see each other. We're just waiting on you. So we just needed to confirm your email address, and you should get it. You should get an invitation. So go check your Gmail, and Justin will send it. Okay? All right. See you in a minute. Okay, bye. So all the words are spelled out. So 3 S's.
Just making sure. At Gmail. Gmail, right? Okay.
Hey, Kelly, did you have to work today?
No, thank goodness. I'm off today and work the next 4 days. So.
Oh, you work 12-hour shifts, don't you?
Most of them have like a staff meeting retreat in the middle of the day for 3 hours. And so I asked them to take me off the first 4 that night so I don't have to work till 11 p.m. But yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 12-hour shifts. So busy week.
Wow.
Are you in ICU?
Yeah, surgical ICU.
Yep. Good for you.
That's awesome. Are you working on your BS?
Yeah, I am.
Yep.
Oh, cool. My sister wants to be a nurse. She's going to school for it right now.
Uh-huh.
It's a good
I thought
career.
about it. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it.
Works really well when you've got a family and need to work around a lot of things.
That's true.
That's what I sent it to.
So John just sent his email to me. Did you guys get it?
Yeah, I
Got it.
Same one.
Hey, Simon, can you run and get me a phone charger out of my room?
So I'm trying to find the group meeting quiz just while we're waiting. And when I bring up the screen that says group meeting quiz, thing except for, you know, where to click to actually start the quiz. It has one link that says lesson 2 group meeting, but when I click on that, it gives me an error message.
Did you go all the way down? Like
I'm all
the way down below. It's because I have it on mine. I can click on it. Says it's like under the instructions.
under the instructions. Okay.
There should be a little blue rectangle that says start quiz, or at least there is on mine.
Okay, that's where I'm having a hard time. Because I can't get, for some reason my screen won't scroll down that far. It's really weird.
Okay.
Kelly, go all the way back and click on content. And then go to lesson 2 and it should pull that stuff up for you.
Yeah, it like stops. It won't scroll down the rest of the way.
So weird. Can you go to it through the quizzes tab at the top?
Yeah, that's what
Go to lesson 2 group meeting quiz, except that takes you to the exact same page.
Oh, no, it takes me to the group meeting quiz.
So did that work?
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was like stopping after the first paragraph under the instructions. that said, current page will be automatically saved. I couldn't see the rest. Now I can. So
Are you in the quiz now, Kelly?
I haven't clicked on the blue box yet. Should I?
I don't know, because if it's timed, then
Oh, no, it's not. I don't think it's timed.
I think it's timed.
I'm on.
No, time unlimited. Unlimited. So should we look at the quiz and
I already am looking at it.
So,
Or-
It asks if you completed the individual preparation assignment, if you actively participated in the meeting. While you are required to work together on this quiz, each member of the group must submit his or her own answers.
to receive credit.
1, 2, looks like there's 13 questions that are similar to the ones that we answered.
on the homework?
Well, I think we should go through them.
Let's do it.
I think so.
All right.
Right.
Question 1.
Because that'll answer your question, Tessa, about the p-value thing. I must not have retained that part. I don't even remember a p-value. So
Well, we don't talk about it a lot. It's just a couple paragraphs, but
Yeah, it has to do with the null hypothesis and all that stuff, but I can't tell you what.
I'm
okay.
in more detail in another lesson. But
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So question number 3 says, researchers would like to determine if reviewing material consistently within an hour after class helps students perform better on exams than if students wait to review the material the day before the exam. To answer this question, the researchers are trying to determine if an observational study or an experiment would be more appropriate. They are discussing who the population would be and how they will determine which sampling method will best represent the population. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process are the researchers currently applying?
design the study.
Yeah, they're trying to design a study.
I think so.
Everybody agree?
I
Yep.
agree.
Everybody agree?
All right, I'm gonna save it. Oh,
All right. Do you want me to read the next one?
Oh,
Question.
go for it.
A researcher has collected the results of a survey where the participants were asked how many hours of TV they watch each day. The researcher tallies the frequencies for each category and computes mean number of hours watched. She then creates a histogram to help illustrate the overall distribution. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process did the researcher apply? Collect the data?
collecting the data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Question 5.
I'm on a live.
Quiet.
I'm on a live video right now. I just put it right here. Yeah. That's fine. Thanks, though.
We on number 5?
Yeah, we ready?
Okay, yep.
All right, Susan, why don't you read that one?
Okay. Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. A marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant to help determine if the citizens of Mumbai would support this fast food business. From a list of all registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researchers received 1,049 responses. The population is...
Okay, hold on.
So in the reading, it says that you will collect a manageable group of items called a sample from the entire collection of financial documents called the population. So does that mean that the citizens of Mumbai are the population and the 1,049 people who responded are the sample?
Yes.
I think you are correct.
I would say so, except that not all citizens may be registered taxpayers.
Hmm.
The 3,000 names came from a list of registered taxpayers. So that's the only question I have. I just remember there was a question on the quiz that dealt with this very same thing, and it was, I don't know.
Maybe
So
it's
the answer on the quiz would have been the 3,000 names, but that's not one of our options.
So is it cannot be determined? Well, but it can be determined, because if it was anything, like you're saying, it'd be the taxpayers, right? Not the whole citizens of the
Right.
true.
I don't know. We can take this test up to 2 times.
Yes,
I don't know if there'll be questions though, but probably will be.
I
not the same.
kind of wonder if the population is the citizens. I mean, they were able to break it down to the taxpayers, but it says they're trying to find out if the citizens of Mumbai would support the fast food business. And then they grabbed the 3,000 names from a list of taxpayers of the city of Mumbai.
Taxpayers
Am
would
I
be
getting too technical? I don't know. I think it's the citizens myself, but
Well, like Tessa said, we can take this up to 2 times. So we can go with that, and then if that's not right, we can go with something else.
okay.
I took a picture of some of the slides on the videos, but I don't know if it's in there. No, I didn't take pictures of the. I don't remember him talking about that either.
Who here
I don't
taught
know.
quantitative reasoning? Anyone?
What was that?
Has anyone taken quantitative reasoning?
No.
Oh, it's basically the same thing. It's very similar. I don't know. It's been like a year though since I've taken the class. So
All right.
I remember everything.
Which do you think, Justin?
I think you're right. That's just what I would have put.
What?
The
The
citizens.
first citizen, and
Citizens.
the second, the 10,000 or 1,000.
You know what? I'm looking ahead here to question 6, which deals with the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's look at that and see what we would say to that one.
Yeah, and I think that's the same thing, because it's asking what the sample is. So to me, the sample would be 1,049 people, and the population would be the citizens of Mumbai.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Sample it, yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 7.
Yeah. I'll read it.
Okay.
Studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop to as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class, and within 44% after the first hour after class. That's true. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in the study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher then gives you a short 10-question quiz where your score out of 10 is recorded. What type of data is your teacher collecting?
Quantitative.
I think it's quantitative.
Quantitative, yeah.
Yes, because it has numbers in it. So yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Right.
Number 8.
Studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour of class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in this study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, and an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. After the 6th day, your teacher asks you if you feel confident that you have retained at least 50% of the material. She then records your responses: yes, no, not sure. What type of data is your teacher collecting?
Categorical.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the same thing, just a little at the end. So the last part of it is different.
Yeah.
It says, suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher also selects a group to give no review to the material over the 6 days. This group is called the control group.
Control group.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I skipped my turn. I mean, I butted in line trying to read.
That's okay.
The cat was trying to crawl on my computer. I was like, no.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
The control group. Wait a minute.
Let's see. Teachers.
I don't.
Let
Let me read this again because I don't quite get it.
For the 6 days.
The control group, like in the video that we watched, was the group that didn't get any.
Right.
Right. So the people who are not getting any, they're not doing any studying. Wouldn't that be the same?
They're. Boy, this is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I think the control
Not for the treatment group, but are these? You know, I don't know.
I would think the treatment group would be the one that did the extra studying.
So in the reading, it says that the control group is used for comparison. So the comparison would be to the people who studied more or reviewed more, right? Or
Right.
the people who didn't study more.
All right. I can go with that.
Yeah, I think it's control group.
Very good. All right. Ready for number 10?
Yes.
Which of the following would be considered an experimental design? A telephone poll asking people about whether or not they vaccinate their children, administrate the tuberculosis vaccination to one group and giving a placebo to another, a census, a mail survey asking people whether or not they receive the tuberculosis vaccine.
Administering the tuberculosis vaccination.
Yep.
With the placebo, yeah.
And giving a placebo to another.
Yeah,
I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah, because we have group A and we have group B, and it's kind of part of it right there. In two different, compare them.
I think anytime you're giving a medication to different groups, it ends up being an experimental design. That's kind of the gist I got from the reading.
Yeah.
All right, question number 11.
In a study to determine the average wage of working people in Mumbai, which of the following would be the best sample? Every 10th worker. Huh.
I would say many randomly selected workers in each of several working districts of Mumbai.
I thought that too, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the first one out.
All right, 12.
All right, you want to become the next Jonas Salk and produce a vaccine that will help cure children of respiratory syncytial virus. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine, one group to take the placebo. What or who are the experimental units for subjects?
Children.
The children.
Children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the children.
They're testing it on. So.
So the next question is the same again. Just the question is, what are the treatments? And that would be the
vaccine.
Vaccine and the placebo.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, this is
Okay.
All right. 14.
Question number 14.
In 1992, the U.S. government supported a study that was run for 15 years where 4,608 low-income families were given a chance to move to less impoverished areas. They distributed vouchers and provided various support systems. The researchers wanted to determine if getting people out of poor neighborhoods would reduce the poverty level of U.S. citizens. The low-income families were randomly assigned to one of the following three groups. The MTO Low Poverty Voucher Group, which received Section 8 certificates or vouchers usable only in low poverty areas with less than 10% of the population below the poverty line in 1990. This is nuts. Along with counseling and assistance in finding a private unit to lease. 2, the traditional voucher group, which received regular Section 8 certificates or vouchers, geographically unrestricted, and ordinary briefings and assistance from the PHA's local public housing authorities. Was 3, the control group, which received no certificates or vouchers, but remained eligible for public or project-based housing and other social programs to which families would otherwise have been entitled. This study was A or N. I gotta do that.
Yeah, I'm rereading it.
Shouldn't it be experimental because they changed the variables? Right? The researchers had control over the variables and
That's
So
what
random.
popped in my head.
It's a tough one. Yeah.
experiment researchers control to some extent the conditions under which measurements are made. So they're controlling where these people are living. So it should be an experimental. Is that right? Because if it was observational, they'd just look at the people in those certain places. They wouldn't give them something to help them be doing something else.
Right, I would agree. Because they're helping them find places. So you're right. If they were just, it was observational, they'd just stand back and watch it. So they're trying to see, they want to see which one of those three options works the best. So that's, I think that's an experiment.
Mm.
Okay.
The only thing that got me was that they were randomly assigned to one of the following three groups. But I think you're right still.
But like in the movie, the video we watched was they were randomly assigned to different, like having the vaccine or not having the vaccine. I don't think that makes a difference in which kind of study it is.
Yeah, it's still experimental. All right.
So I think on question 15, we should just start with step 1, which is the bottom one. But step 1 is design the study.
Easy.
So then step 2,
Cool.
collect data.
All right, wait a minute. I'm a little bit lost here.
I was just going in order instead of trying to like step 3 is. I just went down to the bottom and just did step 1. Right?
Step 3. Describe it.
Describe the data.
Mm-hmm. Step 4 is take out, or no.
Make inference.
Make the inference.
Step 5 would be to take.
So
Take
the
action.
thing is, I am never going to learn Daniel can discern more truth. So the way that I remember it is funny to me. It's don't call dad and mom tonight. Because we're always telling our kids, like when we're on our date night, don't call us unless you're dying or somebody's bleeding, or do you know what I mean? That's
I like that. Don't call mom and dad.
I have found that acronyms don't work for me very well at all because there's way too many of them. I can't. It's just, yeah, the losing battle to try to memorize all of them. So
that's,
It only helped me when I was trying to learn all the notes in music, I think. Like all cows eat grass
yeah.
Yes.
and
it's fine.
good burritos don't fall apart.
Good burritos don't fall apart. That's funny. I've never heard that one.
Yeah, I think that's for the baseball.
All right, are we ready to submit the quiz?
I think so.
Hang on.
Go over it.
So I just want to make sure I did that last part right.
I'm
3,
checking.
5, 1, 3, 2. Oh, wait a minute. I goofed. Step 3, discern. Describe the
So
data.
for mine is 42153.
Mine's 42351.
Oh, well, maybe our
Yeah.
step 1s are in different orders.
Maybe
Yeah.
Well,
the
step
first
1.
one can be. Ooh,
Describe the data. Step 3.
that's 4.
Just a minute. That's 4. That is 4. Step 4, which means more, which means make the inference, which is 5. Okay, so 4, 5. Step 2 is collect the data. So for me, that's number 1.
Huh.
And step 1, Daniel, is design the study. So that's 3 for me. And step 5 is take action, which for me is number 2.
Yep.
Right, I think I have it.
Yeah, I think I have mine right, but it's different than what yours is.
Oh, yeah. They're trying to trick us.
Yeah,
All right, what do you say? Do we hit the submit button?
I'm going for it.
Me too.
Submit. Why didn't it work?
You have to click it a couple times, like 3 times.
Yeah. Make darn sure you're ready.
You got one wrong.
4. Number 4, I mean. That's it.
Number 4. I think because they created the histogram, that's describing the
Oh,
data
yeah.
with the histogram.
Well, shoot.
Dang it.
So maybe we still have another chance.
Yes, we do.
Well, let's do it.
The same quiz.
Will it be the same quiz?
I don't know.
Well, that's still a 94.12. I like that. But
100s.
Let's get 100.
yeah,
Let's
me
get a
too.
percentage. You never know. The quizzes might get harder down the line.
Gotta
Yeah.
go big or go home.
We're gonna do it again.
Yeah,
All right.
I am anyway,
Yeah, I am too.
especially for this class.
Yeah.
True.
We are gonna do it now?
Let's do it. I think it'll be the same questions.
I hope so.
They're in a different
But
order, I think.
a different what?
I was gonna say they're in a different order, but I don't think they are.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. All
So
right.
this design the study, right? Because
Hang
they're
on.
thinking about
Yeah, that's right.
which kind of study they want and who the population will be. So that's design the study.
Number 4 is describe, right?
Describe the data.
Okay.
5 is citizens.
Population.
So 4 is design the study. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Number
4
4.
is describe the data.
Number 4 is describe the data.
Because she's creating the histogram, remember?
Okay. I goofed on. You know what it is? I'm going too fast on my thing. Number 3 is describe, right? Design the study.
Design the study, yes. 3 is
Okay.
design the study.
All right. Very good. And 4 is describe the data. Okay. 5.
So 5, the population was the citizens of Mumbai, we decided.
Mm-hmm.
The sample for number 6 is the 1,049 people who responded.
Right.
Okay. Then that was numbers, so it's quantitative, right?
Right.
Categorical. Next one was
Let's give no review. So that one is the control group because they're the ones that aren't getting anything, right?
next
Fine.
On 9, the last 2 sentences, your teacher also selects a group to give no review to the material over the 6 days. So this is the
Okay.
control
Right.
group.
Okay.
Experimental design is the administering the tuberculosis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 11 was
randomly
random
select.
workers.
Which one?
Many
Many
randomly selected workers in each of
Okay.
the working districts.
All right.
The children.
Yeah, the children. Treatments are the vaccine and placebo, right?
Right.
And then that was experiment. Number 14.
Uh-huh.
And now we get to do this again. 1 is design the study. Step 2 is collect the data. Step 3 is describe the data, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Step 4 is make inferences.
Make an inference.
Mhm. And step 5 is take action. Yeah?
Yes. Did we do it?
I don't know. I'm going to submit it. Hope for the
Let me know
best.
how you made out.
All right. Looks like we did good.
Got 100.
Awesome.
Yay. I like that number.
I do too. I wish I didn't like it as much as I do. It would be nice to be happy with an 80, but I'm
Right.
All right. So I think that's all we have to do. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Are we going to meet on Thursday then? Thursday at 3 o'clock?
That would be great.
I think so. Yeah.
Justin,
Now-
do you set this up again? Since
Yes,
you
I was just going to say, does Justin have to invite us every time?
I mean, you guys
You
could
know-
do it too. I think it's
I don't know what I did different, but if Justin's got it figured out, let's let him do it.
Go,
All
Justin.
right, I could.
All right, so Thursday at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
See you then.
I think, does somebody have to submit a link to this?
Oh,
I could probably do it right now. I'll just do it right now.
Okay. Thanks.
awesome. Thanks, everybody. It
problem.
was nice talking to you.
Yep, we'll see you on Thursday.
Bye.
All right.
All right.